Travis and Jeffrey from Lokar Performance are in the garage with their competition dragster, showcasing a few more products for safety on the drag strip. Lokar offers tethers to help secure the exhaust manifolds, as well as spark plug wire looms to separate the wires away from the hot exhaust manifolds.
Jeffrey, Travis and I are back in the shop working on this beautiful Lokar Performance dragster. Not only is this thing beautiful, but it's very competitive as well. We're going to add some more safety and some bling to this car today. And it's not really a car, it's a dragster, right?
Yeah, and we're looking at putting on some header tether systems, make sure these collectors don't come off in the water box, cause potential injuries when people are standing where they shouldn't.
That's an actual problem, huh? Even though they're bolted on, they may even be tacked on in some cases, they still blow off.
Having that double redundancy, not only is it an NHRA regulation, you may want that for the safety purposes if those tacks break or those bolts stress out over time.
And we're going to clean up those plug wires. These made for you, separated. Got them in yellow, black, red, blue.
Purple if you must.
Purple if you must.
I like purple. Okay, I'm looking at that collector and there is no muffler, there is no real resistance back pressure. I see tabs that are welded with bolts on both sides, and that sucker still comes off.
Well, they can, you know, there's a redundancy needed. And, you know, if you've ever stood in the burnout box behind a car doing a burnout, not the best idea in the world, you're at risk, right? So NHRA had to put a provision in, put a rule, and make sure that you have a double redundancy. We have a clamp here that's connecting to the primary tube coming down, and then your collector's pressed by another V-band clamp, and then the wire here that connects it and holds it. We got that secured with an E-clip, make sure that doesn't come apart, swage together on the other.
Now when someone's installing this on their vehicle, are they going to leave some slack in that safety wire?
Yeah, you can leave a little bit of slack. All it has to do is make sure that that thing is not coming off. Right.
Got it.
You can keep them nice and tight. That helps, you know, for presentation reasons. But otherwise, you can have a little bit of slack. You can even hide them on the backside if you don't find them that appealing.
A lot of things happen at the line. That's the worst part, is when you're under a load and everything is just under a load. That's when big things happen at the line.
Yeah, stuff can come apart. You never know.
That's a very cool product you got there. Saves a lot of lives. Okay, so now we're going to be separating the wires. Not only separating them for safety for arcing and stuff like that, but we're also going to make it look good as well.
Yeah, we're just going to tie them up. We're going to use yellow on this since we got a nice yellow tune and paint job here. You know, our smoothie kits come to where they separate out, you know, the two end wires, separate them from each other, line them up, then you work back to 3, and then back to 4, and hold them all together.
And this is one of the companies that you guys recently acquired last year.
Yeah, so this is the Made4You brand products. We've got everything for your different wire formats, whether it's V6, V8, or any of the stuff where you need to go through the center bolts, top mount, vertical mount. We can run those wires wherever you want. We also make a bunch of different little chassis clamp pieces to help hold wires where you need, little T-clamps to help run wires, AC clamps, hoses and things like that.
And Made4You is an old school company, right, Travis?
It is. We have all different sizes, some real small, like 3/16, all the way up to like 1 inch, you know, pipe and tube. Also, like Jeffrey was talking about, we've got some mounts that mount to the valve cover that would hold your plug wires on the side of the valve cover.
You also have wire insulators that we showcased last season. We're really feeling good about the safety we just added to the dragster.
Sure it's not the coffee?
Absolutely. For all you guys like to sit in the burnout box, which you should not do, we have added header tethers so that these collectors don't fly off, and it's going to be a lot safer for everybody at the line.
At the same time, we've added our new Made4You smoothie wire loom kits. Keep these wire looms organized and away from the headers, away from the engine block. Lasts a long time. Kits are good for high temp.
Simple as that stuff is, looks really nice, functions well. The smoothie wire looms, you know, they fit a 7mm and an 8mm wire as well.
Next week, join us when we install the new Lokar locking dipsticks on both the engine and the transmission.